Yeah, but I have a job. If you are willing to come here to Seattle, we can be Jaeger drivers together on the weekend.
That's the first sensical thing you said this entire time.
Welcome to Then You Ruined It, a podcast where two dorks try not to make a simple conversation weird and fail every time.
So I'm going to take you on a journey. Come along with me to the long ago time of 2 weeks past.
I love journeys. I'm very excited for this.
Have a seat, grab some popcorn, and listen in as I tell the tale of driving Miss Daisy, kind of. So I'm out of work right now, and my time is largely free. My kids had half a week, basically an entire week off of school recently because of little to no snow, but this area doesn't react well to that, so my time was spoken for with mostly their needs for a time, and around the same time, my wife had made herself available to a member of our church who needs a ride here and there. Her husband recently had a stroke, or he had an event, I think later found out to be kidney failure. She had a stroke, so she's not able to drive herself, and she would like to go see him in the hospital occasionally, and he's also getting moved to rehab places, and she had made herself available for that, and then found out the day that she was supposed to drive her, oh, wouldn't you know it, I got a meeting I got to go to, like an in-person, like go somewhere to a meeting, so, can you take her? And I said, sure, knowing full well that it'd become fairly recently known to us, this person's political alignment is different than ours and sometimes purposefully thrown in our face. But that's okay. I can deal with that, right? Right?
I hope. People from all sides of the spectrum deserve rights to see their dying husband. Right, Jason?
And that's what I told myself. So I showed up at her house and was happy to take her where she needed to go. And that ended up being, I think that day, like 3 different places. And was happy to do it. Again, nothing on my schedule besides sitting around while the kids do various electronics and keep themselves busy. So kept me busy, made her happy, all good. So we're nearing the end of the ride the first day, and I see her, taking something out of her pocketbook and like putting it in the dashboard in the cup holder. And I'm like looking, I see it's money, and I'm like, you don't need to do that. I'm happy to do this. There's no need. She's like, I know, but if I was getting a ride from like the county, because they provide that service, I'd have to pay for that. So I'm just giving you a little something as well. Okay, well, thank you, but you really don't have to do that. I know. So come the next day, I am changing light bulbs in our kitchen, and I get a call from the same woman saying, I know you're not like scheduled to drive me anywhere today, but I need your services. And I'm just like, this is me now. I am driving this woman around town.
My husband's been gone for a long time, and I need your services, Jason.
Luckily, no. Just driving, thank you very much. So I finished up what I was doing and said, yep, okay. So around lunchtime, I'll be off again. And I was. Take her to more appointments and other places, and another couple of rides, I think, that week. And then the week days close out. And she asked a couple more times the next week, and every single time, leaving more money in the cup holder every last part of the ride. And I'm just like, please stop it. Just keep your money. I'm happy to do this. I told you.
Just bringing the money closer and closer to you each time. Here it's in the cup holder, then it's right by the seatbelt, then it's in your pocket. And it's in the waistband.
Trying to tell nice story about helping someone out. And horny Steve just has to make it.
Okay. I'm done. Sorry.
Oh, you're done. You're finished? You finished?
Yeah, I finished.
Good. Glad to hear it. I can tell by the video feed, everyone. He is indeed finished. Also tired.
Anyway, keep going.
So the rides are basically finished. She got other people to take her where she needed to go. He got moved to another facility, so she's going different places anyway. She's going with family, so she's getting what she needs. And I eventually count it all and realize, oh, okay, I have a decent chunk of change here for doing a good deed. So there's a book I wanted over the holidays. I'll look and see if somebody has that book in stock. Let's see what it's half off. It's a hardcover book and it's half off. That's a wonderful thing. Okay. Gonna reserve that across town. The next day I'll get my son on the bus and I will go get that book because I deserve it. That's what I told myself. So I drove across town this morning, got that book, while I was there, I was like, well, let's see if there's any other books or anything else that catches my eye. So I'm looking around, and lo and behold, I found nestled amongst the magazines and kids selections, the Lego section.
Wait, there's a Lego section at the bookstore?
Barnes & Noble is kind of the multimedia place. I mean, they have books, no doubt, but they have plenty of other things. So, yes, there is a Lego section in the toy section of Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
It's meant to be educational toys, which, I get. Lego is educational adjacent. So I didn't know how well stocked it would be. So I'm just looking through things. Let me check out the Mario sets. Aha, that's right. The beginning of the year, they released the Mario Kart Lego Mario sets. Would you look at that? If I get 3 of those, it's almost exactly how much money I have left. How convenient.
I didn't have to lie to anyone.
Nope.
I exchanged my time for money and my money for Legos.
Exactly. And it is money I don't have to explain because, as I said, I'm out of work. So frivolous purchases right now are a no-no, and I know that. But frivolous purchases for a good cause that are with money I don't have to explain are wonderful.
But every rule involved in the finances of my marriage goes out the window when I have cash.
Which is never. The reason I don't have cash is, as soon as it's there, it's gone. Oh, crap. It just, jumped out of my wallet. Where'd it go? So, yes, I got myself and I even shared the wealth when I got back. Call me, not Robin Hood, I don't know, whoever spreads it around.
Santa?
No, that doesn't feel like a more socialist Santa.
How is anyone more socialist than Santa? Because instead of the elves making stuff, they take it from the rich kids and then give everyone one piece.
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're onto something, but...
I mean, his suit's already red.
True. That is true. So no, I made a set for myself and I left the 2 out for the children to say which one they wanted to build. And so those are now set aside and they will build those, I believe, tomorrow on the weekend. So
nice.
I had a great day and I did a good thing.
So this isn't so much a story as just a check in with Jason. Hey, Jason, why you smiling?
Because I did good and I had good. No.
Good was done unto you.
Okay, sure.
By the universe. You
do good and good will be done unto you.
Karma worked.
In this case, yes. So I was happy. I was proud.
Nice.
The money's gone.
I'll never be nice again, but, until next year when the new sets come out.
So, yeah, that's always the thing. So it does beg the question for me, outside of ride shares, which I know that's a thing. That's obviously not that's not what I'm going for here because those, that is not nearly enough income. But how can I put all of this? Because, I'm constantly thinking right now, because I don't necessarily want to go back to my old profession. I don't like it necessarily. So I'm thinking these are skills. I used my skills to make this happen. How can I use those skills to make myself money?
Okay. Yeah. No.
More.
Right. Yeah. We talked about socialism for Santa. This is capitalism for Jason. So that's fine. Which skills are you talking about? Just driving specifically?
No, not necessarily driving because most people can drive. That's not a skill. I don't know, being kind to others and helping with whatever they need. That's part of it. So kind of, like a caretaker essentially.
Yeah.
That's probably all I got.
Okay.
Driving and caretakering.
So you can drive and you can take care of people who need it out of the goodness of your heart. It sounds like you're just a dad. You described the skills of an unemployed dad. Congratulations.
Back at square one.
Or an Uber driver. Be a dad or you can drive Uber. I don't know what else to tell you.
Got to go update the LinkedIn.
Or, I may still be in my refractory period that you assigned me, but Gigolo is available. Escort, if you prefer.
I do not. I'm certain my wife would not. So, no. That's what I was afraid of.
I mean, you could be a nurse. Nurses take care of people. Or you could work at a rest home. Drive those old people around, like that dude in The Man on the Inside.
Okay. Writing down. Yeah, I'm writing.
You're not. Down. I can see you're not writing anything. You're not acknowledging that these are the best options you've given me to work with.
I'm writing it down mentally. Always writing things down up here.
The best place to write things down.
So not true. I will go up the stairs and I will stand in the kitchen for 10 minutes, just dead set on remembering what the hell I came up there to do.
You'll be talking to your wife later. It's like, Steve said I should be a doctor, and I can just do it.
It's one of those things you don't need a degree for or anything.
I can just...
It's really nice. It's really handy.
Give people medicine. Okay, there's got to be some more things you could do, though. Have you considered being a Breaking Bad?
What? Is that a noun? What is a Breaking Bad?
A person who had a job and then sells meth.
I mean, no, I hadn't considered that.
All right.
Mostly the meth thing.
Okay. I mean, that's...
Gotta admit.
It's fine. I'm just trying to figure things out. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming, Jason.
You know who says that? The guy that has the first bad idea in brainstorming.
Yes, but that first bad idea gets the ball rolling.
Okay. All right. Yes, you're correct. Absolutely nothing involving drugs or having been a teacher before or having cancer.
You could be a teacher.
Hopefully. Cross fingers.
And then be a Breaking Bad.
So only be a teacher to get to a means to an end.
It's like the next evolution, right? Don't teachers get enough experience and then they evolve into Breaking Bads unless you press B and then they stay in their original form, like Pikachu?
You're saying when you say a Breaking Bad, for some reason it sounds like the way you talk about what are the robots called in Pacific Rim?
The Jaegers?
Yeah, a Jaeger. Something about the way you're saying it makes it sound like a Breaking Bad or a Jaeger, for instance. It feels like you either know a lot about a fantasy concept or you know nothing at all. So I've never heard somebody, just like only the criminals call him the Batman. You saying a Breaking Bad. It's a breaking my brain. It's a weird.
Okay, so do you think you could be a Jaeger driver? Because I'm telling you, you don't have those skills either.
I thought we confirmed that we were drift compatible.
Yeah, but I have a job. If you are willing to come here to Seattle, we can be Jaeger drivers together on the weekend.
They absolutely need that here.
We're on the coast. That's where the kaiju come from. The water. This is going to be one of the first places they hit.
I mean, that's the first sensical thing you said this entire time. And that's saying something. Getting advice in my job search, and the first thing you've said that makes any sense is, I live on near the water. That's where they come for. That's where the kaiju attack. It makes some sense.
Well, let's chase that rabbit.
No sense so far, but yeah, I'll give you that. But I still don't see how that's going to help me. Also, Jaeger driver. Imagine if I pulled up to this woman's house. Jaeger.
Put one hand down for her to...
Yeah. Basically just take a giant step and be like, all right, we're here. That'll be $15.
Stick it in the Jaeger's waistband, please.
Only you would still make it sexual in a Jaeger. I don't get that, or you.
Then maybe we're not as drift compatible as you thought, Jason.
That is becoming very apparent, yes. We're going to be opposing Jaegers.
Well, you can't have opposing Jaegers unless we have opposing people. Like, we both need someone we're drift compatible with. You can't just drive half a Jaeger. That's just what a giant robot going, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself.
Well, over the years, we have gotten a considerable amount of comedy out of the Pacific Rim series. A series that, I mean, it has its moments, but it's not known for comedy, I wouldn't say.
Oh, it's comedy gold. The more you think about Pacific Rim, the funnier it gets.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the concept, yeah, absolutely. You can make it. And the first one had its moments, but I just driving half a Jaeger. I love the idea of meeting this woman who I've barely met and barely know, being drift compatible, and just showing up near Seattle and being like, all right, get yourself someone you kind of know and let's do this.
Oh, okay. If I got to find somebody else. Well, we know my opinion of sharing a Jaeger with a child, so we're not doing that. My wife. Or just some random Japanese lady. Either one. The Jaeger can't tell the difference.
So you think you stand as good a chance as with some random Japanese woman as your loving wife?
Well, I mean, based on the movies, they're really good at it. You just gotta find someone with a lot of childhood trauma that matches mine.
Got a lot of childhood trauma, do you?
No, but I think it's about the same amount as the average person. We haven't been attacked by the kaiju yet. They haven't destroyed our families in front of us. So once that happens, it'll be real easy to find someone with the same trauma as me. Just find someone else who was where the Jaegers were, or where the kaiju were.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Then You Ruined It. If you enjoy our flavor of nonsense, please like and subscribe wherever you found us. And please share with your friends and cooler family members.